Princess, you could never guess how happy I am to be here.
Yeah, I bet you are.
It's a good thing you don't bring your old man along on trips like these.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's just leave my husband out of it.
This love affair. This love affair. This love affair. Oh, my heart.
Hi, I'm Junior Giscombe, and you're watching The Real Soundcheck Podcast.
Hi, this is Carl McIntosh from the group Loose Ends, and you are watching the Real Soundcheck Podcast.
What's up, people? This is your boy Omar saying you're watching the Real Soundcheck Podcast.
Boom, 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 boom. Good evening, gentlemen. Unmute yourselves.
Yes,
If you
sir.
would be so kind. Good evening,
Red lorry,
good
yellow
evening.
lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Happy Monday to one and all. Give thanks for a new week, a new day, a new week, new blessings, new opportunities. We are the Real Soundcheck Podcast here every Monday, 9 p.m. UK time. Normally 7 DJs giving you an insight into the hearts, lives, and minds of us behind what you normally only see of us in parties and clubs. This evening we have man like Technical is back in the building. Salute,
Yes, sir. Well, go on.
We're there. We have Sir Knight back in the building.
Evening.
Sir Knight. We have Grown Folks Grooves in the building.
Salute.
We have Butch Cassidy, the top tier sheller in the building, and yours truly, DJ Croc. We probably will not have Mr. Diesel with us this evening, but we say salute to Fire Diesel anywhere he is right about now.
Yes.
And Friction should be joining us a little later on in the evening. All right. Please do us a favor and share the link if you haven't done so already. Invite someone into the session.
Yep.
Gotta say good evening. T Dot is in the building. The Diva speaks.
The Diva
Good evening,
speaks.
Diva. Welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Great to see you as always. I've been missing your lives. Apparently she's been trying to go live on Insta and stuff. I've been missing those.
Oh, really?
So
I've been listening
yeah,
too.
I've been missing those. So hopefully you're gearing up to come around here.
Yep.
Wink, wink.
Diva, Mumbai. Diva, Mumbai.
Okay, he's on one again.
So yeah, bless up, Diva. Hopefully you're preparing to come around here and use that beautiful turntable that you have.
Oh,
dope.
that work
That'd
of
be dope.
art turntable.
Yes, mate. That will be dope. Super dope. Good evening to Vinyl Sofa is in the building. Hey, neighbor. Good evening to you. Happy Monday to you. Great to see your face in the place. Bless up. Hope you're well. Beat Pusher. Flipping neck. What day is it?
I think he's probably on the West Coast, if I'm not
It's
mistaken.
somebody's birthday.
Yeah, that's why he's
Somebody's
checked in. That's why he's checked in, because he's going to be flossing in it. That's what it is. What you saying, BP?
Salute,
Yes,
brother.
BP.
Salute.
What's up,
Where
Beat
you
Pusher?
at? Where you at?
He's in
Let us
LA,
know.
I think. He's in LA.
Yeah, but let him say it, man. Let him tell it.
No, man. That's why he's come on. You know what I mean?
Vinyl Sofa,
Bless
it's great
up,
to be back.
BP.
Thank you.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, family is rolling in. When I do need some technical. Yeah, Diva, no worries. We got you on that, man.
Yeah,
We
man.
got you on that all day. BP, I have no idea what you're talking about, bro.
Hey,
Hate?
it's factual. It's factual,
We
bro.
ain't got-
It's
We ain't got
factual.
nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for you.
Hey, what? You mad?
Nothing but love.
All right. So I've got a light and breezy one this week for the most part. I say for the most part. This evening. So let me start off with a little bit of fun. All right, and just do something like this. Here we go. It's a bit of fun. Chat. All right, here's a bit of fun. Age yourself with a store that no longer exists. All right, answers in the chat, please. Age yourself with a store that no longer exists. This is for anybody. We are on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook right about now. So big up to everyone on all the platforms. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, you'll need an account to participate in this. You just need an email address, and you can get involved as well. All right. So age yourself. Go on, Dave. What are you saying?
I'm thinking we should have had like written down 5 each, and it almost like be like old bingo. So it's like, okay, somebody said here, yeah, tick it off. Woolworths, tick it off. C-Day, tick it off.
Well, there's a new game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Might have to take that to One Nation on Friday. Yeah. So let's see what we got coming in so far.
Medicare.
We got Solar Records. Flipping heck. Now that's only London people's gonna know that one. Sophia, only London people's gonna know that one. Solar Records was amazing. It's a tiny little box of a record store in Brixton that used to be downstairs in Brixton Tube Station. But man, my man had
wow. I kind of remember that.
Solar Records, man, downstairs in Brixton Tube Station. It's a ticket machine now.
That's how big it was. That's how
Seriously,
big it was.
Where there was a ticket machine, that used to be the record shop. Mate, Solar Records has some tune in there. Mad Trini, good evening, Mad Trini in the building. Mad Trini says CNA. Flipping heck. Remember CNA? Diva Speak says Woolworths.
Yeah, man.
Original. Friction is in the building. Big up Friction. He also said CNA.
Do y'all remember Warrior Records up in Crystal Palace?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was a little small shop too. It was right on the main street up in Crystal Palace.
Oh wow! No. Buddha Palm has got my favorite one, Rumbelows. That's the one I was going for. I was going for Rumbelows, man. Rumbelows. Flipping.
Oh, Lasky's. Lasky's is another one. Lasky's.
I don't know Lasky's, but I definitely remember Rumbelows. Vinyl Sofa says Medicare. I don't know a store called Medicare.
Triggered off Mothercare.
Mothercare was
Mothercare still about?
Is Mothercare still exist, or is that gone?
I don't think it's around anymore.
Bush is saying it's gone.
Mr. Buy Rights, even I know that, Mr. Buy Right.
Bluebirds. Hold on, Bluebird. Big up UK Web Boy in the building. It says Bluebirds. What was Bluebirds? Anybody know what Bluebirds was?
No.
UK Web Boy, you're going to have to school us on that, bro. We don't know what Bluebirds was. Beat Pusher says Ruby Red Records. Yeah. Big up Ruby Red Records in Wolverhampton. Shout out to Max, DJ Max, and everyone that used to buy the imports for $7.99 from Ruby Red Records in Wolverhampton. UK Web Boy says Records Tape Exchange. I'm hoping that's what Bluebirds was, or is that another shop?
Yeah,
the shop. Okay. Big up Ian Morlin in the building. Says Mike Lloyd's Megastore.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't.
I don't know. Was that just a Wolverhampton thing, or was it like a chain?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't even remember that one.
What was that? Yes, it's a Wolverhampton thing, Butch.
Yep.
How do you know that?
We never had it down here.
So it's just a Wolverhampton thing. Okay.
Yeah.
He had one of those eyes that saw the whole country. Right. Okay.
Yep. You're missing a good one, Tandy's.
Hold on,
Tandy's
I'm working my way down.
one.
I'm working my way down. Hold on. We got Our Price Records. Big up Vinyl Services. Our Price. Remember that? UK Web Boy HMV. Flipping heck. Vinyl Sofa says
Oxford Street's opening back up.
What?
Yep.
Because there are a few of them dotted around, and so like
Oxford Street's opening back up. The resurgence of vinyl has made it open back up.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay. But vinyl was never the biggest section in the store.
Not for 30 years, at least.
No.
Yep. But the resurgence of punk.
Ian Morling, is that Mike Lloyd's?
Everything else.
Ian in Shugborough.
Interesting. Mr. Byrights. Final Solver says Mr. Byrights.
Oh, wow.
I remember that, man. East Ham. Mr. Byright in East Ham. It's going out to my aunties.
Diva Speak says Groove Records and Hitman Records. Vinyl Silver says Dixon's. Lord of mercy. Dixon's.
Yeah, man. Will Tunes, you know.
Radio Rentals. Diva Speak says Radio Rentals. Flipping
Blockbuster.
heck. Wow. Oh, Buddha Pop says Wimpy.
Yep. There's still one or two of them. Still one or two of them.
There's one in Wembley.
Charging something like £7 for a burger and chips, but anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, some story about Wimpy. You see? Anyway. People, she's got Tandies. Tandies. Oh mate, that's a great story right there. Tandies. Big up Mr. Diesel in the chat. Salute Mr. Diesel.
Salute.
Oh, Vinyl Sofa says quick save. Oh my gosh. Quick save. Grown Folk says Radio Shack. Good evening. Kamzi says Lily and Skinner.
Who's that?
I don't know. What is Lily and
I
Skinner?
don't know what that is.
Did
Don't
you
know
see
what that
B-Jams?
is. No.
Yeah, you said B-Jam.
Yeah, okay.
No, did I? B-Jams. Okay. Dulcis. Kamzi says Dulcis. Oh yeah, Vinyl Silver says B-Jams. There it is. Good evening, Melissa Deans in the building. Happy Monday, Melissa. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Yeah, there's been some great ones here, man. Morton's. Grown Folk says Morton's. Mad Trinity says Red Records in Brixton. Oh, that's sad that that's gone. Although he's still there, just not records. You know, he's just CDs now.
Mr. Diesel with Netto.
Back. Netto, don't mess around.
Netto. Some three pence beans. You know what I mean?
3 pence beans, you know. Nothing but liquid.
Yeah. All the sauce.
Grown Folks, what is Highs? What's Highs?
That would be it's an American thing. It was the rival to 7-Eleven in America.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's another one. 7-Eleven.
Oh, did y'all have 7-Eleven?
Yes. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, man. We had 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Don't think
That's
it was open
what
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
our
we
one was.
did it
7
in
days a
Brixton. Brixton
And
was.
did in Harrow Road, our side. Yep.
Yeah, Brixton 7-Eleven was open 24/7, boy.
If you ever
Yep,
want to
yep,
find
yep,
crime,
yep,
go to 7-Eleven.
Diva, we've had Tandies. Good evening, Miss Naturally J in the building. Good evening to you. We're gonna have to skip some of these. There's too many. I'm just scrolling down now. There's
Spa's
loads.
still in existence.
Yeah, Spar's still around.
There
Big
is
up TV Sound
Safeway.
System. TV Sound System with Don Christie's in Birmingham. Another record store.
Oh, yes.
Big
Big
one,
up
big
Karen
up.
James in the building. Karen James says Revels.
Yes.
Remember Revels?
Yes.
TV Sounds. Yeah, that's a good one, Don Christie. What about is Summit Records still around? They're probably
You know
gone
what,
now.
I think it's gone, you know.
TV Sound
it's gone.
System. Talk to us about Summit Records. Are they still there, or are they?
There's been one in
are they gone
Wolverhampton,
as
one
well?
in Birmingham, innit?
Yeah,
Underneath the
that's right.
Palisades. Yeah.
That's right.
What
That's
about
right.
Rent-A-Center? Is that still around?
Never
Rent
had
a-
that.
What's
We
that
didn't
one?
have that.
Rent-A-Center, you can go and you can rent TVs.
Nah, that was our Rumbelows. Rumbelows was.
Yeah,
No,
there
y'all
was
had
another.
Rent-A-Center too. Because I rented a TV. I bought a TV from them when I first
Yeah,
moved here.
he's right. I remember blue sign.
Yeah, blue and yellow,
Yeah,
yeah.
blue and yellow. Yeah,
I don't know. Don't remember that. I know
You
we had
could rent
Granada.
a TV from them.
Gateway.
Mr. Diesel's put Granada TV rental.
I think Toys R Us is a good shout.
Yep.
Yep. Richer
Yeah.
Sounds. Richer Sounds,
It's
man.
still
He's
about.
in my trinity.
That's still about.
That's
Still about.
This one down the street from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiswick.
Wow.
Smith Brothers is still in business too.
Oh,
Yep.
Miss Naturally J says Pollards.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Pollards.
Kamzi. Yeah,
Radio
remember
Rentals.
we bought our first TV from Rent-A-Center.
TV
Comics.
Sound System says Summit. They're still open. They do everything from music to jerk pan to barbers. Straight
Yo, but I think you can get chicken in the fade. That's got my money. Like, take my money.
That's ghetto.
Wings and Weaves.
I thought it was Hatman now. There's like a hat shop there called Hatman. I thought that was it, but it must have moved on.
Oh my God, MFI.
Army and Navy. You know. Damn.
Olympus Sports.
Oh yeah, we had one. Don't mess around. Olympus.
Olympus. Yo, I got my first name brand trainer from Olympus.
Yeah,
Sports, man.
same here.
Oh, God.
Same here.
First
Some
name
Patrick
brand.
Wow.
Patrick Keegan King from. They weren't even leather. But they were bad boy
Wow.
trainers, man.
Gotta say good evening to Melissa Gilly in the building. Good evening,
£17.42.
Melissa. Good evening, Melissa
Bad boy
Gilly.
trainers. Yep.
Welcome in.
I think Lily White's is still in business too, isn't it?
Lily White, yeah, I remember them.
One on the
Oxford,
corner in Oxford.
yeah, around that way. Piccadilly Circus.
Piccadilly
There
Circus,
was
there you
one
go.
in Croydon as well. Used to be.
Naturally,
anyway.
Jay says BHS, British Home Stores. But them. Melissa Deans, we've had CNA. We've had CNA. All right, I think we're going to move on from this boy. We're going to
Four-star
be on this
general
for
from
however long.
Yeah.
For however long.
Yeah,
Man,
okay,
did
go
anybody
on.
have quick save? I think, did Vinyl Surf have quick save?
Somebody
Yeah.
said cook save.
Okay.
The
All right,
bagel
so
shop in Tottenham.
basically we're all, oh my gosh.
Woolworths. Woolworths
Yeah.
is actually was a dangerous thing because when Woolworths
We
went out
had
of business,
Woolworths.
yeah, but when they went out of business, that was the cause of record stores going out of business because they were the distributor for records.
Oh.
That was their main thing, and when they went out of business, that's why all of the record stores went out of business.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Little history lesson here for you on the
Yeah,
Soundcheck
little history
podcast.
lesson.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Most of us
Yeah.
are DJs and we didn't know that.
Yeah, Woolworths
Wow.
were the main distributor for records and stuff.
Oh wow.
When they left, poof, all of the record shops suffered.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look
Woolies,
at that.
man.
All right, thank you, people. So basically, we're all kind of old and a bit dusty in here, but it's all good. We're all
What?
family.
Speak for yourself,
We're all
Gerard.
family. We're all family. We're all family. We're all family. It's all good. Yeah, man, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good.
Rusty, dusty.
We're all good.
Dusty.
So we're gonna move into this evening. In fact, we didn't even do a check-in. I'm sorry, we didn't do a check-in. Brothers, how's everybody doing? We're all good. Tech, it's good to have you back, brother. You good?
Thank you, man. Yeah, not bad at all, mate. You know what I mean? Today felt like about 3 days long, but you know how it goes. It was Monday as F, yes, indeed. But we're here, we're surviving, we're good, we move forward. Glad to
Give
be here,
thanks.
gentlemen. Glad to be here.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Sir Knight.
Yes, yes. Enjoyed the weekend. As you know, popped down to One Nation. Managed to stay the duration.
Hold on.
Wasn't trying to-
Hold on. There's a proof.
Oh, wow.
Evidence.
Bloody hell.
Evidence.
Wow.
7 minutes past 2. Dave Knight still in the building.
Still in the
No
building.
pumpkin. No pumpkin.
Dave Knight gives proof of life.
Yeah, man.
So for those who don't know, I live like in what people call muku muku. So there's a last train that I have to get because if I don't get that train, I'm not
He
walking
turns
down
into a
country
pumpkin.
roads.
He turns into a pumpkin.
He's homeless for the
So
night.
I'm usually-
Get that train.
There you go.
Man.
So I'm usually out the door before midnight. Hence the surprise that I was still there because DJ Croc was fully surprised. Like he's saying goodbye to him. He's like, "Wait, hold on, you're still here? What's going on?" Not at 12:01 or 12:02. Yeah. So it was cool, man. It was cool. Enjoyed, and then popped down to the O2 to support a friend who Kirk's World Films. He had a little pop-up shop there, so just went there to support and give my little 2 pence to the business that he's
What,
developing.
him have tap herself for 2 pence? Why should I reach myself?
So
Big up G-Force. You're right. Sorry, Dave. Go on.
a plug is required.
On those blue ones.
Yeah, man. Outside the building. You know what I mean?
How was that market, Dave?
It was nice. He's got his stuff there. He made a couple of sales while I was there. He said it was quieter on the Saturday than it was on the Friday. So Friday was busier. I stayed there for a couple of hours or so, and then headed out and enjoyed the rest of the weekend, which was chill.
Nice. Give thanks. Grown folks.
Yeah, man. So, last couple of weeks I've been in Guyana, and that was exciting. And
Anyway.
anyway, let's move on.
Humana.
Okay. I went to One Nation Friday as well. So we'll just talk about that.
No. Tell us about Guyana. Tell us about
Guyana. Guyana was dope. It was hot as the devil's underarms, but it was nice. It was nice. The country itself.
I'm not going to elaborate on that. I'm leaving that alone. I'm leaving it.
You ain't never done that before, so why start now? The country has some beautiful landscapes, and it also has some very deprived areas. But it was very interesting. I went to see the world's highest waterfall, the Cacho. We went down the Essequibo River. We went to the edge of Suriname. And the bad part about the trip was crime is really bad. So you can't really go out at night walking around. You can't wear any kind of jewelry. You have to make sure you don't use your phone in public if it's worth stealing. And my son ended up getting robbed. He went out with some locals one night.
What?
Yeah.
As big as he is?
As big as he is. Yeah, as big as he is. There's no fear. So they had machetes and stuff. So he, smartly, he just gave over his stuff, which was, in the scheme of things, it wasn't a lot because he just had some cash. I think maybe the equivalent of 100 pounds cash in his phone, which they can't use because it was locked. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just glad he just did the right thing, the sensible thing, and gave him what he had. Him and the two people he with, they took all of their stuff as well. So
oh man,
yeah. So that was a bit of a downer, but otherwise, yeah, it was decent.
And you know what I was gonna say? I saw go on, Dave. You were gonna ask something.
No, I was just gonna ask. Did he describe the circumstances leading up to it in terms of where he was, and maybe some people may benefit from?
So he did a police report as well. So the night they started off, they always take cabs everywhere because you shouldn't walk. So one cab, they went to one place to have some drinks, caught a cab to another place, had some drinks. And the next place was like only in the next block or two away. So they wouldn't have been able to get a cab to take them from where they were to the next bar. So they thought, okay, we'll just walk this one. Right. And they started walking, and in the next block they were robbed.
Wow.
Somebody just pulled up behind them.
Wow.
What, the robbers were in a car?
No. They were on foot.
They were on foot.
They pulled up behind from the back. Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's unhurt, man, because he could have gone a different direction,
Most
it was strange because as time went on and we had conversations with other people that said it could be a number of things. It could be one of the cab drivers that took them.
Exactly what I
alerted
thought.
somebody who they were.
Exactly what I thought.
It could have been somebody in the bar. Maybe they picked up on Christopher's British accent. It could, it could be a number of things. So, yeah.
And was he with locals?
Yeah, he was with locals. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, give thanks. Nobody was hurt, man. You know what I mean? Give thanks. Give thanks. Glad you got to see the country. I was watching an interesting video caught my eye just really quickly. Cause I don't want to dwell on this too long, but a video caught my eye on YouTube today of an interview with the Guyanese Prime Minister, I guess it is, President. Sorry, thank you, President. Talking about he's doing an interview. He's been interviewed by a morning breakfast program here in the UK about reparations, slavery. Did you see it?
Yes. And the guy was disrespectful to him.
Yeah, but he dealt with them. He dealt with them in a beautiful way, man. Beautifully. He just
it was Richard. Was it Richard?
Yeah, Richard, whatever his name was. He
Richard
used to
Medley
or something like that.
Whiteley.
Yeah.
Was it Whiteley?
Something like that. He used to do one of them popular breakfast tea with his
Richard
him and his wife.
Judy Richard.
Richard Whiteley.
Yeah. So yeah, man, the Guyanese president dealt with him neatly with such eloquence and intellect. Just dealt with him.
Yeah.
So that was great to see. I was like, okay, Guyana, that's how you're going on. Wicked.
But the thing is, he wouldn't have done that with any other president.
Yeah. But he dealt with him beautifully. But anyway, glad you're back. Glad you and Kamsi are back. Big up Kamsi as well in the chat also. Great to have you both back. Butch, what's going on? Okay, so we move.
It's one of those SHIT weeks, and I mean, it really is.
It's Monday.
Yeah, I know. It was okay. The last week was all right. There's stuff I can't say, but stuff that happened, and it's annoying. But it happened, and I'm annoyed. But then I got a last minute phone call to go and DJ at a new strip club, which was good. I did that. That was great. But when I got there, I looked in my car for my controller. Can't find my controller. Came home Sunday. Can't find my controller. Looked around my house all day today. Can't find my controller. I've lost my controller.
Whoa.
I've lost my controller. My controller's not here. And the last booking I had was September at a wedding. And all I can think about is when I was unloading, if I either put it on the top of the car or I put it down when I got out, but then lifted up other bags and forgot to pick that up as well. But this controller is not in the house.
Wow.
So, yeah, couple of £100. No, not insured. It was second hand, man. That one was second hand. So, yeah. So, I just had to jump online this evening and go buy another one. So that's weekend money gone. So yeah, not happy, not what I wanted, because I was actually on my way on tucking money away to buy a new controller. Right. So yeah, so that's just crashed. Gonna have to put that back till next year. So yeah, but I've got a controller here, but it's the one I use for here. If you understand what I mean, I don't take this one here out. Yeah, I've got the performance one and the home one. Sorry, la-di-da, but yeah, just do.
First world problems.
Yeah. Otherwise than that,
good.
Sciatica kicked in this week. Oh my God, let me tell you, that thing, they come down your leg and take away your leg. Not happy. So yeah, fighting some physio business. I had my first acupuncture I've ever done in my life. Ever. I don't know if anyone else here done it. Who's had acupuncture? Anyone?
I've had it.
No.
You've had it. What did you think?
I thought it was good but overrated for me.
Yeah.
I had it, and
Grown
I didn't
folks,
get any
what do you
relief.
think?
I got no relief from it whatsoever.
You got no relief from it?
None.
Thought it was overrated myself.
Yeah.
This is it. I might go back for one more session just to see what happens, and if I don't feel nothing, then I'd rather go deep tissue, no happy ending massage. Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. So, what's the matter, Tech? Why you laughing, Tech? Tech. Why you laughing?
Lord,
because there's deep tissue happy ending massage, and there's proper deep tissue. Yeah,
man, of course.
So, but if not, I might have to go check out the cupping, because I've got some trapped nerves in my hip. And they're ripping me, man. Absolutely ripping me. But otherwise than that, be alright. But they are cool and yeah.
Give thanks.
Do you feel that maybe acupuncture is down to the actual person doing it? Like some may not have as much experience doing it, and maybe not putting the stuff in the right place, and it comes recommended.
What did you say?
Some ain't got the voodoo.
Well, because it's all about your meridian lines and the flow of energy around your body. It's just like going for your first how can they call it, like just anything, hot stone massage or anything else. The first dose is just your first thing. It's like when I went to the chiropractor, you know what I mean, going once, calm, but you know, you need to book it in for about 5 sessions before you start really feeling realigned. So it's only my first one. I'll see where
maybe it's who goes as well. Vinyl Sofa says she prefers acupressure. It's very effective.
Okay.
Ian Morlin says that my physio knows where to stick the needles. Had some hamstring issues before, and boom, when he hits it, I guess that's just it. You know about it. Watching the needle twitch on its own. Wow. Mercy. Wow. Someone else says cupping is amazing. Vinyl Sofa says cupping is amazing, so maybe that's something to try as well.
Wet or dry cupping?
I've been told wet cupping. Wet cupping, because it literally draws the blood out of you. Like you actually see the bad the bad dark blood that sits underneath the surface and blocks all your arteries and stuff. Just it draws that out of you. So that's the one I might be interested in.
Cool.
So I had to come one of those long time.
I don't want no long. That's why I said I might do a non-happy ending deep tissue thing. Get someone to stand on me and do their thing.
This is no sort of quick remedy.
Isn't sciatica like a compressed nerve, lower back?
Yeah. Well, no, mine's right in the hip socket. So you know the veins run down the back near the glute, where the glute is. This is your hip bone. This is your hip. Mine are trapped right in my hip. So when I walk, they pinch into the nerve, and I've got to release the hip bone and the hip to let the nerves out. But no one can get in there apart from deep tissue or.
It sounds like you need to hang from your feet or something. Decompress.
What? If I could find somewhere to do it, I'll do it. But I need someone to help me get back up the other way.
Ian Morgan is saying needles if you have mashed up muscles. Rips or tears is massage for tired muscles.
Karen James says, "What's the happy ending?" And she's asking for a friend.
You play chess together.
Yeah. Tell each other jokes.
Yeah.
Big up Shania in the building. Good evening, Shania. Happy Monday to you. Says try Chinese reflexology. Butch, try Chinese reflexology. Yeah.
Send me a link, man. I have to find these things, but this is good. Thanks, everybody.
Very much, people. Yep, thank you so much.
Mitchie sends her love. She's a bit busy tonight. She said sorry she couldn't be in.
Hey, Mitchie.
Bless up, Mitchie. We did notice your absence. We missed you. Bless up yourself. Hope everything is well with you and yours. Look forward to seeing you back ASAP. My weekend was very busy but good. Thursday had another ridiculous session in Chip Shop. Gets just tore the place to shreds. Just
I saw the videos. I was like, mate, my man's on a different thing, you know.
And that was just a small snippet.
Yeah. I can imagine. Man. One of my favourite bars clips, MC clips, was Gets when he did the Grime Daily 5 million video. That just the way it's shot, the bars he's dropping, how he's dropping, his cadence, everything. Yeah, I had to say, I've watched that so many times. Do you know what I mean? Man's a Dan.
He was fully heavy. He ripped it to pieces, man. As did all the artists who performed on the night. Gotta say a big shout out goes out to Amy True. Tremendous is just different
Birmingham,
gravy.
Yeah, man.
Different gravy.
Got her album, man. She's danger.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Good. Big up George. Benny Miles, everybody who performed there was just amazing. So yeah, man.
What was the event, Croc? What was it?
It was an industry just event sponsored by Hennessy. They put on the event, so it was just an invitation, industry only. Not industry, but invitation only thing. Grime Daily were there, filming the whole thing as well. So I guess we're going to see more footage of that coming out as well. So it was just a sponsored thing sponsored by Hennessy.
Yeah, Henny do a lot of that, man.
So that was big. That was big. Free Henny flowing all night. Free
people fighting.
Free food flowing all night at Chip Shop. Salute to all the people at Chip Shop. It was dope. Friday was One Nation. Obviously, that was great. You had a great night down there. Got to say a massive salute goes out to DJ Marvelous who played a blinder.
Yes, she did.
Oh
yes,
my goodness!
She was
big
on
up,
one.
DJ Marvelous, man.
She was on one.
My God was just. I didn't even want to stop and do the games because every time I went to start something, she just flung on the next tune. I was like, oh gosh, oh no. So big up DJ Marvelous. Big up a real Natalie Nat did a great comedy set down there as well. Had everybody up whining, laughing, singing. It was wicked. So big up real Natalie Nat. Gotta say a big shout out goes out to Paulette Jones, who came down there and launched her new business as well. Set up store for the first time. So big shout out goes out to Paulette Jones as well. Yeah, she had a stall selling her handmade crocheted shawls and scarves, and there were some beautiful creations down there, man. Some beautiful creations. So big up to Paulette. And yeah, all in all, it was a great night. People seemed like they didn't want to leave. We had lots of new people as usual. So yeah, it was a great night. And then Saturday, I was back at my spot in Peckham. So it was just back to back, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just out juggling, doing the thing. But it was nice. It was nice. Sunday, I had a nice chance to rest. Weather was nice, so I went out for a ride on my bike. Just went cooled out, enjoyed the weather. So that was it. So it's been a good weekend. Can't complain. Can't complain. All right, let's get into it. Butch, are you going to take the first one?
So what? You never asked me what my weekend is. So what?
Did I not? Yes, I did. I came to you first.
You didn't.
Did I not?
No, no. How dare you?
Whatever. You nearly got me.
Yeah,
You nearly got me. You nearly
just
got me.
didn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
You nearly got me. You nearly got me.
Dare you?
Nearly got
How
me.
very dare you?
You didn't.
Rob, I came to you first. To talk your talk.
You didn't, man. It's vinyl sofa. Vinyl sofa.
Are
Spotted
you
it.
serious? Did I not come to
Dead
you at all?
serious. Dead serious. Racist. Isn't it vinyl? See, she knows. Racism, man.
Oh man, I could have
You
sworn
see,
I
you
came
see,
to
as
you
I'm the only
first.
person up north because Friction's not here to back me up of Northern's
Nah,
people.
it's not that.
It's
I
like
said-
HS2. It's like HS2 all over again, mate. That's what it is. You get me?
Drop him off. Drop him off.
Yo, Ian, what episode is that, bro? I'm not sure what.
The Ritzy
what-
speaker situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Or what episode was it? I'm not sure what that's about.
Liberties for real. Do you know what I mean?
Who says liberties? Who says liberties?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Croc. All you did say was welcome back, and then kept it moving.
Thanks, Diva. Thank you, Diva. Much love, Diva. Thank you for that.
Do you know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
The lack of respect.
Thank you, Friction. Thank you. So,
You know, he did ask you. He did.
Hold on.
He did.
I thought I did.
You did. You said something exactly what Friction
You
put
said
in
it's
there.
been a long ass Monday.
Yeah.
He said, "How's today?" He asked me how today was. How you doing? And I said, "It's that. That's what it is. Monday's been cool."
Bruv,
I didn't
that's
say
my
nothing
thing
weekend.
to say. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, okay. That's my window. That's cool, man. That's cool. The window shut now. Yeah. Yo,
All right.
I don't want to
people.
talk anyway, mate.
Thanks for watching, people. Good night. Thanks. Run me.
Fix up. Fix up.
The man said,
And ran the credits, you know. Wow.
Tech. Let's get specific. Technical. How was your weekend, sir?
Don't really want to talk about it.
Oh my day.
I can't stand you. I can't stand him. Can't stand him.
How many weeks have you been waiting for that?
Oh gosh, man. Butch, are you gonna lead on the first one, or shall we start off with something different? You let me know.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, just run it. Let's go. Have you got the clip?
Yeah, I haven't got the clip, no, but we can still just talk. Have you got the clip?
I sent the clip to.
No, but that's on Insta, bro. I can't get them things off Instagram.
It's not Insta.
Where was the clip? On YouTube?
Let's just say we don't have a clip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not gonna make no sense, is it?
All right, well, we'll start on a different topic, and I'll see if I can get that clip and line it up for Butch. All right, so
Do you know what I mean, Ian? Ian's got my back.
Shut. Yes. Anyway, so we want to start off with this one. All right. Question: can a song ever get too big, people? So we want to start off with this. Can a song ever get too big? I'm gonna start with the fellas first, and then come to the people in the chat. From a DJing perspective, fellas, can a song ever get too big? Technical.
I think it can. I think, and it also depends.
Dave?
Oh, it's like this. Don't even laugh. I can't breathe. Oh Lord!
Oh Lord! Oh,
Yo, that's funny. That's basically twice. That's basically twice. That's basically how it went earlier.
So you should be used to it now.
You get me? Oh, HS2'd me, man. The man HS2'd
me. Go on, we say.
Yeah, I think it can. I think that if you listen to radio, mainstream radio stations tend to get paid to play certain tunes, or seem to play the same tunes in the same time frame over and over again. If you listen to a radio station, if you're also driving from point A to point B on the map in the UK, and you're listening to the same radio station, so like a Radio 1 or something like that, they play the same tunes over and over again. You might hear the same tune 4 times by the time you get to your destination. And because of that, you can get fed up of a song. And over a number of years, I think there are certain songs, if you go to certain dances, you hear the certain songs over and over again, because people tend to just stick with what works rather than, you know what I mean, trying a thing, doing something, taking a risk and playing something a bit different. I think...
Is that about the song becoming big, or is that just about the programming?
I think it's a bit of both. I think that the song becomes big because it was a good song in the first place, but then a good song can become rinsed and a bit worn because it's heard too many times. For example, if you look at like Soul to Soul, Back to Life, I love that song, amazing song, but it got rinsed. Even though when it comes on, I still feel it, and Keep On Moving too. Do you know what I mean? It just gets rinsed. Do you know what I mean? But I love those songs, but those songs still aren't been battered as much as, say, Candy. Candy, I love the song. I love the song when it first came out. I was a big fan of Cameo. But because it just gets rinsed and now it's got a dance and thing, it kind of, it's taken on this different kind of persona now, where it's kind of like, you know, it's taboo to play it. You know what I mean? And then you got other songs in the same sort of ballpark. But I do think that there's just so much music out there. I think it's just lazy just to play the same things. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to. There's so much out there.
Yep, agreed. Agreed. Guy, what's everyone else saying? Dave, grown folks.
So yeah, a song can get to be too big. Just an example. May he rest in peace. Billy Paul sang "Me and Mrs. Jones," and it just overshadowed every other song he did. And he did a lot of really good songs. It was just so big, nobody knew about the other songs. That's the only song they knew him for. And it's a double-edged sword to have a great song that gets played so much, you become famous for it, but they just don't recognize anything else you do because it's just so big. And it happens to a lot of people, like Jocelyn Brown. Everybody knows somebody else's guy, but you don't really know a lot of her other stuff. You'll know where she may have sang with somebody else in a group, done some lead vocals, but you don't know her other stuff.
I think it'd be interesting to hear from artists that have a huge hit like that, like a Someone Else's Guy, or, for example, Omar, Nothing Like This. And I know, like, when Omar plays at any gig, you know he's got to perform that. I saw Omar earlier this year, and he played that tune, but he played a completely different version of it. It's kind of like he has to kind of make it fresh in his own mind, just for his own sanity. You know what I mean? And it was dope. It's an amazing song. It's my favourite song. It was my first dance at my wedding, man. You know what I mean?
Mint Condition do the same thing with Pretty Brown Eyes. They don't play the original version no more.
Exactly, yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, if the artist is thinking, well, do you know what I mean, let's just freshen this thing up, why can't DJs do the same thing and either play a different version of it or play something different? You know what I mean? That's what I think.
It does seem that way, like you're saying, elaborating on what you've said, that from the artist's perspective, a song can get too big because they may get tired of actually performing the song and never want to perform it again, but they have to, because that's what the crowd's going to respond to and that's what the crowd's come for if you're doing a live performance. But in terms of from the audience perspective, I don't think a song can ever get too big, but it can be overplayed and you can get tired of it, because it's almost like you then go into the science of, okay, what makes a song a classic, where you don't mind how many times you've played it over the years, or what makes it that it's overplayed, or that you get tired of the song even though it's still a good song.
That's a good question.
So
what is
there's
it?
probably some sort of mathematical formula in it, like how many times you hear it per day or per period of time makes it worn compared to just a classic. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ian Morlin said something interesting here. Sorry. So I'll put it on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Unfinished Sympathy by Massive Attack. Early 90s on the MTV, was on every other song, getting rinsed. Couldn't stand it. But then when it played at Stump Juice, which was like a legendary Wolves night, these one sort of every week in Wolverhampton, Stump Juice, it became an emotional connection. So it was kind of like the where it was played or where you heard the association of it. Yeah, the sort of context of it made it a classic. Do you know what I mean? Because when you hear it, you're probably thinking back at Stump Juice rather than it rinsed on MTV in the video. You know
I think that's a great point, you know, that Ian's just made there, because I'm thinking of, you mentioned Candy Tech, and like you, I'm a big Cameo fan. I went to see them live in concert. They're amazing. And I'm talking about just beyond the regular stuff that you only saw from Cameo on TV. I'm talking like their early Rare Grooves before they kind of, you know, were on top of the pops and stuff like that, you know. So I'm a big Cameo fan, and I actually, people are going to be surprised to hear this, I actually love that tune Candy as well. But I think, like Ian said, it's the association that spoils it for me, because now, rather than that just being a tune that I grew up with and loved and still have on vinyl, I now associate it with that damn stupidness that people do when it comes on, which is act like they've never heard the song before, and you know, they get up and let's move like robots this way and that way, and do you know what I mean, with no off switch. and it's that association, I think, that makes me can't stand it now, even though it really is still a tune, you know. So I think that's a good point that Ian's just raised there. Friction, big up Friction. He says that I feel sorry for Burna Boy. He makes a tune, it gets rinsed, and people get sick of it. And I think, go on, Dave.
No, it's only just because I think last, because it's got that Tony Braxton sample. For me, it got worn quickly. And I don't know if anybody else experienced that, but because I think the sample was just a straight sample, there was no much variation to it. And I don't know if that in the production as well, something in the production will keep the ear interested. And I just felt that one kind of got rinsed quite quickly.
It did. Is that but would you say that it was a big tune, or it was just overplayed and just rinsed? Because I think, is there a distinction between a tune that is big and just over rinsed, or are they just one and the same? Because when we talk about a tune being too big, what do we mean? I guess that poses a question in itself. What do we mean by what constitutes as a tune being too big?
I think if you're saying that it's too big, that means that's a negative connotation, isn't it? So that's kind of like the same as being rinsed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If it's a big tune, it's a big tune. That doesn't mean that it's something you don't want to hear again. In my mind,
for me, it's about being so big that either everything else they do just, you know, is in the shadows of that song.
Right.
You know, it's been so big that it's just almost ruined their career.
You can't even be heard for anything else that you do, because that's the only song that people are going to hear from you.
Yeah, Ian, that song makes me violent. You know, that makes me want to fight people.
Wow.
Just start
like
swinging.
liquor.
You get me? It's like Hennessy. It's like Hennessy.
'Cause I think this is the tune "More Than Words" by Extreme.
Say that
Where
again, Jay.
I think the tune "More Than Words" by Extreme. More Than Words.
More Than Words.
Yeah,
It's
another one you
I don't
mean.
know that one.
Yeah, it's a ballad type.
More than words. Yeah.
All you have to do to make me feel that track.
Does that make you want to fight?
No, it's not that. It's everybody loved that song, but the rest of the album is apparently rock, like to that effect. So people will go and buy the album thinking they're gonna get more than words.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "What's this?" And they kick back to the point where record shops had to put a sign saying, "We do not take back Extreme Records."
Oh wow.
Wow.
So that for them was a tune that got too big, I guess, because the album was so different.
One song that I can't stand, and everybody seems to love it, is and I love this guy, and you all love him too. Goddamn Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder.
Let's get paid off that though.
I can't stand that song. I would fight somebody if they played that at my birthday.
Everybody take note.
Matter of fact, Croc purposely did not play it at my birthday when he did my birthday. He purposely did not play it.
Oh man.
Are remixes allowed?
Yeah. I think it's interesting what Ian was saying
Nah,
about
play 50 Cent
context.
in the club.
I think it's interesting what Ian was saying about context, because me, sort of back in the 90s, like I've said before, like people used to call me like a bit of a hip hop Nazi, and I was straight hip hop head man all day, every day, and then I ended up going to Ibiza in '97 with some friends. And me, I was not into house music, dance music at all. I don't know what I was doing in Ibiza. But listening to the music there in that setting and hearing Music is the Answer by Salida, Danny Talanglia, or her name. You know the chant, Music is the answer to the problem. That tune there over in Ibiza. In that context, in that surrounding, it made sense. I understood it, and I got to appreciate it, house music, a bit more from that point. You know what I mean? So I think the context and the environment has a big effect on how hard music hits too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but I always feel that when a track comes out and you get it early and you start playing it and it's a tune, you're like, yeah, I like it. And then suddenly something happens and everybody's playing it and it then becomes a quote unquote standard tune. So you're almost like, I don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
So one example might be Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. When it first came out, I was like, this is really... and then after a while, it's like, gosh. You're just there.
This is how
Yeah.
And I think the first association, because of the sample, the Slick Rick children's story, so the love was there. But then after a while, it's like, oh man.
Do you know what I think for me is an absolute destroyer of respect for a tune, and this is probably not a good thing, but it's real. If I see it on TV, it's done. If I see it in some whack TV advert, it's done. It's done for me. It's done. It's over. You are out. You understand? That's it.
You've made it to TV. You are no longer being played.
If I see in some whack TV advert, I'm sorry. It's just ruined it. It's like peed all over it for me. Spoiled it.
like toilet roll or something.
Yeah, it's ruined. It's ruined. Because that's a new association now. Instead of This Is How We Do It being about, Slick Rick and, New Jack swinging and all of that, and it's now about flipping garden peas or some stupidness. Do you know what I mean? It's ruined.
Oh, yes. I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor. Yeah, that one.
Talk.
Kamsi said, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. I get that. I can't stand that song either.
And then there's a next.
First I was afraid. I was petrified. Yeah, that one.
Isn't that like a gay anthem or something like that? Bushy's
Is
nodding
it?
his head. Yeah, Bushy's saying he's nodding his head. Yeah, I think it is. Man. I think that community loves that tune.
Well, that and they like coming out. I'm coming out by Diana Ross.
Yeah.
It's raining men.
It's raining men.
Stop! Please stop now.
raining
Please
men.
stop.
That's
Pause.
all different playlist, boy.
Whole different playlist.
Pause. Played by DJ Ziddick. Big up.
DJ Ball Juggler.
What was? Oh, I was gonna go on the delivery guy.
Hardick.
Hardick something. That name's tough, man.
Oh my days.
Oh gosh, mate.
Only
Anyway,
some people
moving
will know
on.
that one.
Shania is saying coffee brown after the party raises my blood pressure. Coffee brown after party raises my blood pressure. Oh
Le
gosh.
Freak by Chic. Vinyl Sofa says Le Freak by Chic. I get that one too.
Hold on. Let me ask Shania a question. Shania, when did that tune? Big up Dazza. Got skills in the building. Big up Dazza. Shania, when did After Party go from being a tune to raising your blood pressure? What was it that took it from that to that, please? Because I know you didn't hate it from the beginning, because that was a tune. That was a tune. And in fact, just the album, that Coffee Brown album was great. But that, and there were a couple of other joints off the album that were great. But what was it, Shania, that took it from being a tune that you probably liked to being one that raised your blood pressure? What made that distinction?
Physically changes her.
Please.
Because I guess, there's got to be times where you're in the club and you're like, okay, this tune, yeah, nice. And then you hear a tune and you just stop dead almost. Because you don't like the tune that much. It's like,
But are we talking about not liking tunes, or the tune is too big? Because the original thing was the tune's so massive,
yeah,
exactly,
it gets stingy. Whereas there's a couple of I just don't likes, and I think that's different. It's totally different.
I'm thinking, go on.
When you hear the tune on the radio, and then you're walking past the shop, you hear it, and then you go inside someone else's car, it's playing, and rare, and it's all over the place, and like Croc said, it's synced to about 3 different adverts, and I think that type of stuff is more it. Whereas personal taste, what's that? Personal taste is fine. You can not like a tune. I think you don't have to like songs.
No,
but when it becomes too big and annoying, and it's everywhere. That's the big difference. Yeah,
exactly. So you like the song in the beginning, but then it gets heard so many places that you start not to like it as much.
Yeah.
So like 112 Only You, the remix.
Yeah.
When it first came out, it was like, and then it was just everywhere. Every single DJ was playing it, and they left the original alone. Like the original didn't exist, and the original is still a tune.
Yeah.
Like
well, that could be said of a certain DJ's compilation album that went out and had about 3 volumes. Won't mention his name, but he rinsed out like every R&B anthem that we could think of, and it just turned commercial. So the tunes got watered down.
Yeah,
it's all right. You made your food, you ate your money, you done what you done, but you commercialized a lot of underground tunes, which is good. You got the power,
Who's this? Who's this, Butch?
Huh?
Who's this?
Short, bald, dark, R&B. Compilations.
Trevor.
Skate.
Sway mentioned him in his verse on Cowboys and Indians remix.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
There was a lot of club R&B that got put on those compilations and rinsed. Inside shopping centres, inside they got
in the lift,
and also as well brought in DJs that didn't know about them songs, so they went and got that album and became an R&B DJ.
That was the thing as well,
So there's that side of it, like what we're saying. Like we were playing it on the underground, like you said earlier, paying $7.99 for an import, and by the time you know what I mean, it's actually hit the charts or whatever. Certain people snap it up, put it on their compilation, bang, bang, bang.
Exactly. Now that's what I call R&B 3.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's all certain DJs will pick up, and they'll just use that.
And just use that, so it just gets rinsed. Yes. And because they're playing it in a commercial club format, it's I'll play it at 2 o'clock because someone's come in. Let me play it at 11 a.m. because my friend wants to hear it. Let me play it at 4 o'clock because someone else wants to hear it and they've asked for it and they've actually given me a tenner to play it. And they play the song 7 times for the night while you're in the club. Yeah. That's the commercial, you know what I mean? Also, the radio format, let's not talk about that. Remember, you can hear you can hear the song once in 2 hours, and the next DJ will play it within 2 hours, and then the next DJ will play it in 2 hours, and then because they playlisted throughout the day. So a song can get big and popular, but this country's format, it's just rinse. If I thought about it, I could name a couple tunes, but hey.
And I guess I don't think people, I think a lot of people don't understand.
Not scared, Ian. Far from scared. Sorry, I'm a warmonger.
I feel like a lot of consumers don't understand from a DJ perspective don't appreciate just how tedious it can be for us as DJs to be, asked to play the same song over and over and over and over, and have to go out and play the same songs over and over and over again, especially for DJs like us who, we kind of pride ourselves on bringing some newness, some freshness, something that people ain't heard before, but yet sometimes you just kind of you're forced to dumb down and just play the same old because that's all people want. They just want that same thing over and over and over and over.
Here we got an interesting question coming from the chat, Croc, from TV Sound System, Mr. Hype. Do you play for the people, or play for the people to get to your level of an experienced DJ? As in, are you playing for the people or playing for yourself and waiting for the people to get to your level, as in your level of understanding? I think he's pitching there.
Has to be both.
For me, there are different approaches that you can take to your set. So you can be playing, for example, if I'm playing a private event, then I'm playing for the people, and I'm playing for the people who've booked me. If I'm doing someone's wedding, then I'm playing for the couple, the happy couple, and I'm playing for their guests at their event. All right, so if they want me to play Candy, Starship, whatever, and all that stuff, it's their day, it's their event. They're paying me to play what they want to hear. I will do that. If I'm playing at my event, as you all know, when you come to One Nation, there are certain tunes you're not going to hear. You're never going to hear me play Candy and Starship and those regular lane tunes at my own event, because I'm trying to do something different with my event. I'm trying to bring a different musical and kind of experience when people come to my event. There are other events where I will play and I will be more about, I'm going to showcase my skills and my music knowledge, and so that's what I'm on. I'm not doing requests tonight. Whereas if I play in Chip Shop, that's a whole nother event, that's a whole nother flex. So I'll do maybe a combination of both. I'll give the people what they want, but also I'm going to show you some of my stuff as well. So I think there are different approaches that you can take to different events, and I guess it's about choosing the right approach for the event that you're at is how I approach it. Well, I don't know what the rest of the guys feel about that question.
I mean, just to quickly follow up on what you've just said, I'm wondering, do you actually do any mix CDs or mix compilations to help promote that you do a certain style of music?
Me?
Yeah, well, yourself, but also to the rest of the crew, because the last time you done a mix and put it out.
I haven't done that for a long time.
What you mean, like Mixcloud or something? Or SoundCloud.
Once upon a time, you put the tape in, press record, and play at the same time. Going back in the day, play and record at the same time, and then you mix for 30 minutes. It might flip over. You mix for another 30 minutes. That's your mixtape. You do a copy. You give it to some people. Now they know you as a DJ. They know your style. Then you're your cadence and all the rest of it. Now it's Mixcloud that you probably do that on.
Yes,
do your
that's
mix
right.
digitally, upload it there. But are we as involved in doing mixes as we used to be? Or is it now just a thing? Because even if you try to do it to YouTube, they do the copyrights. But you see people doing it all the time and they don't get copyright. So it's a bit of a minefield. And I'm only saying that in terms of you not wanting to play the regular stuff. And as TV Sound System says, playing for the people to get them on your level of experience as a DJ. If they know you do a mix, then they know, okay, that's what I'm getting when I come to One Nation.
I think it's something you have to be you have to be alert and be aware when you're playing out. For me, I always say to people the most important, and this is just my personal perspective, the most important aspect of DJing for me is these. It's not it's not your DJing skills, whether you can mix and scratch or turntablism or even your music knowledge. It's this. It's paying attention to what is going on in front of you. So even if I'm trying to bring people on, as TV Sound System will say, to my level of music, which is, it's not some world-beating level of music, but I'd like to step away from the norm. Even if I'm doing that, I still got to pay attention to what's going on in front of me, because sometimes you can lose the crowd. You know what I mean? You got to be mindful that they can stay with you and you don't lose them. So, you can bring them with you to a certain extent, but sometimes I found that sometimes, like I did an event recently, and I was trying to do exactly that. I was staying away from the regular stuff because that's generally what I do, and I was trying to bring people with me and bring them into this new area of music or new remixes and just new musical experience. But at the end of the night, I thought, you know what? I should have just dumbed it down, because that's what they wanted, and that's the level that they were on. They were not ready to come with me on this journey. They wanted to hear the regular lane, same old stuff. And I regretted trying to bring them with me. I thought I should have just dumbed down and just given them what for want of a better phrase, it's not a greatest term, but I can't think of another one in a minute. But I should have just adjusted my expectations maybe and just given them what they want. So I think it's about just you have to judge what's going on in front of you, man, and play it accordingly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
gets on my nerves.
What's that?
Having to dumb down sets, it gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
I'm from that school of Central London, West End. I'm the young boy from Northwest London, playing alongside Kiss FM DJs, Capital FM DJs, whatever, and I had to leave certain songs at home. So I'm only packing 2 bags and jumping on a night bus to go out and play. If I walk with what they walk with, half my bag's done. So I had to think about, he's going to play that, he's going to play that, he's going to play that, he's going to play that. Leave all of that at home, walk with this. And I think that training has helped a lot. I rate DJs. I actually do. I because I've done the big commercial club thing. 6-hour sets, taking requests, cheese, R&B, hip hop, whatever, everything all night. And I get it. It's a slog. So you have to have everything and you have to give everything. And if you're there every weekend, 52 weekends a year, you know what I mean? I've done it. I've done it for like 8 years. So that's I know what a residency is about. So I get it. But a residency in a commercial club or my own night every time. My own night every time, where I could take you on that journey. But I do rate the DJs who don't have that conscience that I have, and like what Croc's talking about, who can just go into a club and just play the same shit every day, every time, every set, everything after another. Mary J. Blige after 112, after doing it every time, and then they got another party next month. Hey, everyone, come to my party, and they play Mary J. Blige after 112, after and they're screaming and they're shouting and really enjoying themselves. Can't do it. I would have to change at least 50% of my set if I know I'm going back to the same club again. I would have to, just out of my sanity. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yeah, but Croc's right. You have to know when to pay for a crowd, and give them what they want. Like, you test the waters and you can say, nah, they ain't moving to this tonight, right? Switch it up, just give them the regular, that's what we call it. And you just give them the regular. You just give them the average stuff and have fun with it. You know, chop it up, maybe, you know, put a little on the spot remix and carry a little, what I call a butcher and blend. You know what I mean? Just try a little whatever on it to make myself get through the night, but it's got to be done sometimes.
Yeah. It's an interesting one because, you know, every artist wants their song to be the biggest song out there. That's the reason why they're putting out the music. But then to have it to get to the point where people don't like it anymore because it's too big, it's a strange one.
Yeah, there was a point that was made earlier. Sorry, I had a personal phone call. I had to jump off. You spoke about the artists getting annoyed about having to perform songs. But my question about that side of it, like, I think you mentioned Omar, you mentioned other people or whatever having to perform songs. Are they moaning about the royalty check?
Probably
I'm
not.
sure they're not. I'm sure they're not.
So if it's feeding your family and everything else and it keeps you out there for 10, 15 years, I'll be performing the same song MF every time. You know what I mean? But like what you said, Omar said, he's remixed it so he could perform it and have fun with it.
He's changing it up.
He's changed it up. I'll definitely do that, but
I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not ripping up any checks and getting vexed. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's liking that. It's the same as like, for example, if you see a group like Public Enemy, for example, Public Enemy go on tour. People want to hear Yo Bum Rush the Show and Takes a Nation of Millions primarily. You know what I mean? And they've got a lot of stuff since that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they're probably sort of tainted with the same brush where a lot of the people that come to listen to them will have be more au fait or more receptive of their older stuff. So they have to make sure that they play that. I say that because they played in Wolverhampton, and that's exactly what happened. People were just waiting to hear Rebel Without a Pause, and you know what I mean, Flavor Cole Lamping, and do you know what I mean? That's all people wanted to hear. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing and a curse, man. You know what I mean? A song is gonna get, if a song can get that big, you know what I mean? Obviously, you're not gonna, like Butcher's saying, you're not gonna turn away any royalty checks, but you know you've got to try and keep it interesting. As like man like Omar did, where he's just changing up the vibe. He turned. I think, what did he do? He did nothing like this, but he changed it into like kind of like a jazzy broken beat kind of flavor, completely different tempo. It was dope, man. He had live band name. It was heavy. You know what I mean? I've not heard that version before.
Yeah.
So it's good, man. Do you know what I mean? It's whatever keeps you interested and motivated and just keeps it dope. You know what I mean? If someone's got the tolerance to just play what they're going to play, cool. I think primarily as DJs, you're there to entertain the crowd, and if the crowd, that's what they want to hear, that's what they want to hear. But for me, for my sanity, I like kind of slipping in new stuff, 'cause I've got a short attention span myself. Do you know what I mean? I've got to keep myself awake and interested, so I like playing different stuff. When I go somewhere, and it's taken me a while to sort of understand that not everyone's like that. But when I go out, I like hearing things that I don't know what they are. I like going, what the heck's that? Do you know what I mean? I like that. But I think some people don't like. People generally like familiarity, whether it's like a vocal that they know but a different beat, or a beat that they know, different vocal, whatever. But people generally like something that they recognise. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to be fooled all night. They don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there's got to be some sort of element of familiarity in there, and then you're okay. But I don't mind, man. I don't mind not knowing anything that people's playing as long as it's dope.
So, can I just ask? Can you remember the first time you lot heard Jungle when it was actually made? No one knew none of the music, but
no,
like
I knew the samples.
Oh, right, yeah. You're like that. I wasn't like that.
The jungle tunes, they were using dancehall samples,
vocals and samples and so forth.
I was all sound system them time. I knew all these samples that they were using.
Yeah, but that was amazing for me. Like Mademoiselle, I didn't know about Mademoiselle until I heard the Jungle. Right. Then I realized it was a rare groove tune. Do you get what I'm saying? And that was it. That was that. What do you mean it's an old tune? I thought that's a new Jungle tune. Uncle had to tell me, nah, man, that's an old rare groove tune. Went in the box, pulled it out one Christmas, put it on, and I was like, what? They sped that up and put it on Jungle? Nah, that's hard. And I lost my mind. So that, the education and the wanting and the thingy about it. But I, when I've heard at that age, I went to a jungle rave, not knowing none of the DJs, none of everything, had the most amazing time I had, but didn't know one song for the night.
But you see, this is the thing. I think there was a transition there. You've got people who like music, really love music, and they'll hear something and they'll move to it because it's a good tune. They don't need to have heard it before. And then you have those who, unless they've seen it, I felt people started watching music instead of listening to music. So unless they've seen the video,
facts.
They won't move to it.
Facts.
Yeah. Or unless they've heard it on some mainstream radio station or something that gives it.
And it's been certified as a hit. It's been validated as it. This one's a big tune. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly that. Touch Me, Tease Me. Big tune. Played by Westwood One. Played by a gentleman who's currently Anyway, played at a hip hop night one month. Nobody's dancing. The following month, everyone's dancing. Same tune. What happened? The video got released.
Aye.
Yep.
Sexy graphics.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm trying to work some magic here behind the scenes.
On the Real Soundcheck podcast.
Off the clock.
Yes.
No, I've got.
People.
Go on, Dave. Sorry, go on.
I was into
If
tribal
you
funky.
have something that you want us to discuss on a future episode of the Real Soundcheck podcast, feel free to email us reachalttv@hotmail.com. That's reachalttv@hotmail.com.
Going across the bottom of your screen right now for those that can see it. All right. Sexy graphics time, and then we're going to go on with our next part of this evening's show.
All right. So, we've done our raps and flips and stuff like that, but behind the scenes, we've done something different. We've actually decided to make a track ourselves. So it's called Pass the Track. So how it started, Tech came up with a drum beat and he shared that with all of us. And then I came and I added to it, and then Butch added to it, and Dave added to it, and Diesel added to it, and Croc added to it. And we ended up with a song, a track. So what I want to do is kind of walk you guys through how this happened. So it started off like this. So Tech sent this around and we all had a chance to listen to it, and he passed it to me. So when he passed it to me, what came to mind was maybe put some bass on it. So I put some bass on it, and this is the bass line I came up with.
Lord of mercy. Jeez.
That's exactly what it needed.
So what does that sound like together? So that kind of sounds like this. So you can see where this is going, right? So that's where we are with that part of it. So I passed it to our good friend, Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight, his vision was down this lane.
Sprinkles.
Yes.
How much more bass? Lord
of mercy. So
different frequency bass.
Mr. Knight then passed it on to Mr. Cassidy, and Mr. Cassidy went down this lane. Very cinematic. So they kind of took it in a different direction. He passed it on to Croctopus Prime, and Croc went here. So Croc then passed it on to Mr. Diesel, and Diesel decided it needed a little bit of this.
Some more bass.
No instrumentals. No horns.
Rotted.
Yo,
So now let's see what all of that sounded like.
can I just hold on before you press play? Before you press play, can I just say we are not responsible for any damage done to anybody's bass speakers, earplugs, eardrums, or anything else. Okay, neither you, anybody else in your yard, you're picking them. Your car, you're not responsible. All right,
So
let's go.
It definitely seems like the real Soundcheck, like a little bit of bass. So all of that together sounds like this.
Oh, Lord.
I think turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, the bass is too heavy, grown folks.
Bass is throwing.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
better.
Okay, so that on its own, it doesn't quite make sense. So we brought in Brother Platts. And Brother Platts took all of that, and Brother Platts did this.
Bring up Platts. He's in the chat.
Right. Too much bass.
That's the tune.
Top.
Big thank you to Brother Platts for for doing the arrangement, the mixing, and the mastering, and bringing it into something that actually made sense when you listen to it. So, thank you guys for contributing to that and going along with that idea. I think it was a great thing, and we probably should do some more of that. I think that was
Can we geek out? Can we geek out for a second?
Absolutely.
That sounded like some mad 80s, like they got like when they first got synthesizers, like you know what I'm talking about, when the synthesizer was just first made, certain sound modules were first made and someone was just messing about and doing stuff. It just threw back to the 80s for me, and I like that catwalk, like that crossover. I don't know, I can't pinpoint it, but it just threw me back to that 80s synthesized like style. I like it. What he done with it and where he chopped it up was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I think that should be our new sort of start of the podcast theme.
At least for a couple of months, I think it should be, or a couple of weeks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Is that possible, Croc?
Yes, absolutely.
The diva says reminds her of Art of Noise.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. That's what I'm talking.
What did you say? What was that?
Art of Noise.
Oh, yes.
I remember them.
Yes, that's it. Diva speaks. Well done. Shut and a half.
Moments in Love.
Moments in Love. Yeah.
See, that's an example of a tune getting big, because what else do we know from Art of Noise?
There you go.
I know moments in love, but I don't know anything
Moments
else.
in Love was
that was Art of Noise.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was their biggest joint. That was a tough tune, though. Oh, Lord.
No, what was the
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Moments in Love. And the extent. Anyway, let me not even geek out. Sorry.
Nah, man, this is what we do. We're allowed to geek out. We're allowed to do music a little bit, man.
There's an extended remix of it, which is just, it's just beautiful, because it takes its time. To build into the thing, it takes its time. Don't rush it. It just comes in nice and easy, and it's like how Platts did with that tune, and it just kind of brings in different elements and builds up the tune.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
What was it called? Moments in Love. I have to listen to that.
Love. Yeah, man. Big tune, man. Oh Lord.
Nice mellow tune.
What?
Really sweet.
Wow. Bad.
Salute King Platts, man. He done well.
Yeah.
To take all those different mad elements and bring them together like that.
Straight G.
Yeah, man. But like Grown Folk just said, there will be a part 2.
Yeah, the only thing that was missing from that was Frick, man. Frick didn't get to do it, man, because I think he was doing his DIY thing or something. Yeah.
Well, we know who's going to kick off the next one, don't we?
Yeah, it's a shame that Frick didn't get to. Him and Hardick was busy.
Stop that talk. Pause yourself, blood. Like, fam.
Jesus.
I swear, this brother.
Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry, Frick. I'm sorry. It was just too funny. It was too funny. Basically,
Platts.
Yeah, now you need to explain yourself, bro.
I'm going to. So Friction got a message. He's had a delivery. It was coming to the yard, and
but what was being delivered, though?
Sometimes I don't want to get into that.
What was being delivered?
Sometimes when you get a delivery and you get a message, a notification that says such and such is gonna deliver your package today at whatever time, yada yada yada. So Frick got
and
one of those.
if you're not in, they will leave it in your special place.
Special place.
And the delivery guy's name, I kid you not, people, the delivery guy's name was Hardick. Hardik. Hardik.
And this ain't no cap. It's real. His name's Hardick.
His name is Hardick.
Hardick.
Oh gosh.
Hardick came to his yard.
I'm sorry. With a package. Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Simia?
He's got it. Oh my gosh, Tex got it.
Don't take it out. Don't his face, man. His face.
Yeah, take it off. Oh god. Oh Lord.
But he does exist.
He does exist. I wasn't making it up.
There's actually a video that goes with that too, but I don't think we'll play that.
No.
Friction, man. Leave it, man. Leave it, bro. Leave it. My blood pressure.
Pause.
Oh, good grief.
Still,
And you received it, so hey.
Yeah, took it like a champ, man. Took it like a champ.
Yeah.
Took it like a champ, man.
For those who want a little bit more background to this, if you go onto YouTube and look for the shorts, look for the one that says juggling and listen to that.
Yeah.
So on YouTube it's alt_TV.
So what's our next challenge then, people? We need a challenge, man. I feel we're going into the second year.
You don't even
year
get a
two.
week off. Jesus.
No.
Good.
No.
Text like no.
He's where you take this for. He's where you take this for.
I mean, Growth just come back from Guyana and everything, you know what I mean? We need some rest and
He's ready, man.
restoration.
He's recharged, man. You know what I mean? What should our next challenge be?
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be for next week. I'm just saying what our next challenge be.
We got a lot of things we can do. So Christmas is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love for us to come up with a Christmas story.
When you say Christmas story,
this idea
adds a little bit to the story, sort of like with Pass the Track.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can do that.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
For years I said to myself, you know what, I should have just come up with a Christmas album years ago, because Christmas albums are the one every year. Look at Mariah Carey, just rinsed and collecting royalties. Man,
It took a lot of artists to understand what a Christmas record really was. It's passive income.
Yeah,
Every year
Of course
you
it
get
is.
those checks.
I wanted to do one called maybe a Plantain Christmas, you know.
Ooh, that's a shot. That's a shot.
Fried plantain. So nice.
Ding dong, Marilyn plantain.
With jollof rice.
Oh boy, he's already gone deep.
But you can't take my man's rhythm though, innit? Because he's singing it in the rhythm. But yeah, it's a good shout.
So that's what I was thinking that you were talking about at first.
My favorite thing.
Do you think, right? We've been sort of playing with the idea of like an EP or something, right? Do you think that we could put something together as a Christmas EP from now? If you think about it from now,
October, and we're talking about
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, at least
Yeah.
a Christmas
We're-
theme.
What you mean a Christmas EP? What, we got to voice tunes and make a song?
Why? What's the problem?
it was a problem. We did one in a week. We got whole heap
What's
of
the
weeks,
problem?
man.
I don't see what the problem is. What's the problem?
Everybody got quiet now.
I'm up
Yeah.
for it.
Ain't nobody got big
Go
talk
on,
there.
I'm up for it. I'm up
That's
for
what
it.
I'm
I'm up
talking
for
about.
it.
So okay, no, we're spitballing here because no one saw this coming. So what are you saying? Are we doing a Christmas story and a Christmas album?
You damn Skippy. You want to put challenges on the table? There you go.
And the London Marathon.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Don't be fired.
I don't know. Skippy, is that a yes or is that a no? Because Skippy was
Hell
the kangaroo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a yes, mate. That's a yes.
Oh, so yes.
EPs,
Oh,
yeah,
resounding
exactly.
yes.
For Frick says EP's only 4 to 6 tracks, man.
Only.
So if we did 7 tracks, one a piece.
what we've
Yeah,
all
Friction's
got
saying
to
we got
do
2 already.
our own track,
Now for Christmas, Christmas one. Christmas one.
or are we doing one track for Christmas?
Yeah.
No, an EP for Christmas.
No, you
One track
took it
a piece.
too far.
That's only like
Biggs,
that's only like
Biggs, you
another
gone
2
too
more
far now,
tunes.
Biggs.
That's only like another 2 tunes. Like Friction's saying, an EP is like about 4 to 6 tracks. We've got 2 done already.
Yeah.
So it's not like we got to do a whole heap of
Well,
tracks.
no.
No,
Hold on.
he's
I
the-
was talking about
this one is talking
or
about
Christmas
Christmas
EP.
songs.
I'm talking about a Christmas EP, like
Oh,
a
Christmas
Christmas,
sorry.
a Christmas EP. I mean,
Okay.
what we've done already, definitely that needs putting out.
That's a
Yeah.
separate thing that will happen and
Yeah.
grow. I think part of that audio love theory.
Juggling balls, juggling all the way.
Yeah, you sing that.
I think
The man
first,
nodded his head, you know.
let's first establish the Christmas story thing, what that involves.
Yeah, what does that
was-
involve? What's your
that
idea
was,
about that? Could you
Grown
envelop
Folks'
that? Yeah.
So you come up with, I guess, a paragraph. Yeah. Each person comes up with a paragraph. You just follow on, sort of like pass the track. So
I'm down for that for sure.
Yeah. So somebody starts off with, for argument's sake, it was the night before snow falls, and the man come in your house to rob you blind. Hey, who knows? You know, it could be anything. You start off your story.
But there's going to be a theme though. Like it can't be just
theme is
random
Christmas.
because then it goes anywhere.
It don't necessarily have to be a theme.
The theme is Christmas.
That's
The
it.
theme is Christmas.
That's it. That's it. Story goes whichever way,
And
man.
what you know when you pass it on, does the
alright.
person before know anything of the previous?
This is what I'm trying to say.
You have to hear what they started with for it to make sense. Because if now we could do two versions. One is you follow on from somebody, and the other one is just come up with your randomness, and we try to stitch it together.
All right. No, you're freestyling. Because you're freestyling, can't we say something like Christmas dinner with the family? And then we all
I think
make
it would
something
be more
about it.
fun. I think it would be more fun if we all come up with our lines without hearing anything from anybody else, and then we try and piece that together and see what comes up. You don't
But
hear
then-
nothing.
Do we need the characters to be established? To say,
Right,
okay,
that's what I'm
there's
trying to say.
a
There
this,
has to
there's
be
this,
some
there's
form of
this, and this.
synergy where, like, even if we had character names, I like that. I like that idea.
Man said Synergina. Synergina.
You're
What do you mean?
overthinking it. There's different ways of doing it, but the way I'm thinking of is you don't have nothing. It's Christmas, and you just come up with your part of the story, and then we just submit it, right?
No,
and then you just try and
I
pin it
can't feel
together,
that.
and you see what happens.
That's going to be.
I like having.
That's just
I
gonna
think
be
we should pick
schizophrenic.
a. I think we should
It's
pick
gonna be
a
what,
subject
folks?
with some tablets.
That's just going to be schizophrenic.
Yeah, it is.
That's part of the fun. What's wrong?
No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
it
it's
is.
gonna be like-
I get the fun. I get the fun
There's
idea.
gonna be like
But
BMXs and ting in
One
there.
person
It's gonna be
gonna
all
be talking
sorts,
about
man.
Jeff at the table cutting the turkey, and then somebody going to be talking about
Okay,
shoveling
so then
snow in
maybe
the driveway. It's going to be crazy.
maybe Father Christmas has to be mentioned in each one,
Listen,
nah,
because then there's the connection. That's the only thing I'm thinking. I'm not saying this is it. I'm just saying
That
that,
could be
at least
crazy.
that brings an element of a thread between all the stories, all the parts.
Could be.
that's a good idea. What about something to do with? No, that's too corny. I was going to say murder at the table or dinner
Wow,
or something
what kind
like
of
that.
Christmas
And
you
then,
have?
huh?
What kind of Christmases you have? People getting
No,
murdered
we're
at the
making
table?
stuff up. I'm throwing. That's why I said it's wild. It's wild, isn't it? Like
This is for the cheering.
where's the DREN?
This is for the cheering. Not horror at Christmas.
Honey child.
Got knocking his
I
records
know.
down.
He teared up his record collection. Jeez.
Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
man.
UK Webboy says next day we'll be dressing up. Wow. We there now.
Just come like cosplay. Oh, stop it.
Listen, do you know what? We're gonna need to talk about this some more. Obviously, you can plan this thing out. Butch, I have your thing. If you wanna have a quick conversation about that.
Just a quick one. I want to see
Yeah.
what people had to say about it because I think
Alright,
it's some
cool.
susu.
All right, let's do that real quick. People, let's do this.
What's up, people? This is your boy Omar saying you're watching the Real Soundcheck podcast.
It's nearly 11 o'clock. And let's. Butch found this clip and thought it would be interesting to have a chat on this one. So, Butch, do you want to talk on it first, or should I just run the clip?
No, run it. I think it has more thingy on it.
All right, cool. I'm gonna run the clip.
Married couples, it's very, very important that how a wife gives the husband sex. whether she's tired or not, she give them sex. Yeah? Because you can't starve, your husband and then complain when a woman outside wants to give him food. Wisdom. Paul, let me just make it clear. I'm talking about married couples. Whether your wife is tired, she must give you sex. Otherwise, there'll be contention and tension in the home. And, there's another woman out there wishing they have a chance to give you what your wife is struggling to give you. So, wives, whether you're tired, give your husband sex. And husbands, also be considerate. But that's why as a man, you have to have self-control though.
That's what I was about to say.
You must have self-control. But as wives, you must be wise. Wisdom. Because, wisdom is better weapons of warfare, the Bible says. This is Prophet Onyeka Power. I've come to share more light and bring more clarity based on a video that was recently posted of me on social media. First of all, I don't condone abuse, neither do I normalize abuse. I was speaking from a biblical point of view, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 to 4. And the Bible says, the husband should fulfill his marital duties to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband likewise doesn't have authority over his own body. According to the scripture I just read, it's clear that husbands must not deny their wife's sex, and wives must not deny their husband's sex. Remember, this is from a biblical standpoint, and it's what the word says.
And as you can see, all the husbands have disappeared. Oh, God. Friction saying amen, brother. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Everyone's gone quiet. Anyway, in the chat room, what did you think about what you saw? Do you think it's true facts? Do you think a wife should so-called give her husband sex? UK Web Boy's got no comment. Everyone's got no comment. Why? Why is it such a bold contention? Is it something? Is sex a touchy subject? Because if so, we'll stop here. I didn't know we had those type of people there. I'm still waiting to find someone to keep up with me, said Mad Trini. Okay, at least you're keeping it honest. Ian Morlin, film yourself saying this to your wife. Okay. UK Web Boy, some foolish. So, do you think it was just foolishness to sell a TV program? Because that was the new episode of that TV program. Of course, it's a touchy subject. Where did you find this one? It's touchy. Okay. Why is it a touchy subject? Is sex a touchy subject with married people? Or was it about exposing it?
It was Paul's response. Wisdom. It's like, what?
do you know what's wrong with that post? To me,
can you zoom out? Can you zoom out, please?
Oh, hold on. One sec. Come on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What? With that post, man, how it's pitched, man, my man's coming across. It's like a rape thing, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just a contentious delivery. I don't think the delivery was eloquently placed. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I would say.
But again, someone touched it in there like it was just for the TV program. He said it to hype it up. Do you think it was a bit overdone for that reason?
Possibly.
Yeah?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Bit of sort of tabloid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Presentation. You get me? You know what I mean? It didn't come across well, man. You can't pitch like that. You can't say, yo, watch her. You're tired. I'm in a business.
Your woman,
you can't.
Your wife is not in charge of her body, and she must submit.
Because the Bible.
But he did actually say
that's
that
some serial killer shit, man. You know what I mean?
But he did actually say that he, men should do it as well. Is it not like that?
Nah, no. He kind of framed it differently for the men. He said men need to be responsible, is what he said. So he framed it and phrased it very differently when he came to men. He didn't say, men, if you're tired, you must still, give your wife what she wants. He said they must be responsible. That's different from what he was saying for the women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man said he'd been reading an old copy of Razzle,
Who said that?
Ian Morley.
Top shelf business. Well, I clicked on it and I saw, because I don't watch TV like that. I don't watch national television. So when I realized it was part of a TV program, but it was the comments. It was the comments on Instagram that blew me away, because women were highly offended in some parts, but then other parts some women were it's your husband, so if you got to satisfy your husband if you want to keep him around. So there was a split, like, you know what I mean, otherwise he might walk out on you. So as much as it sounds, what's the word, misogynistic and everything else, some women are actually saying, well, if you don't keep your husband happy, he's gonna walk.
Do women feel like that? Do women feel
It was in the comments. So I'm just repeating what I saw from women. So
it's probably go ahead.
I was just posing the question to the women in here. Do women feel the same? Do women feel a similar way? That, like, if my husband needs to please me if he wants to keep me around, because that's a narrative that I've heard throw out for men before, and I just wonder if it's a similar mindset shared by women.
Is Ian okay?
Give me the things, verse 8.
Give me things.
The book
Ian, don't get in trouble.
For those who's listening on Spotify who can't read what's on screen, so we've got a comment in the chat that says FFS. My missus has just nearly punched me because she's trying to sleep and I'm listening to you guys. Imagine if I did my hand a bit of nookie.
Why? With the last thing you ever
What?
Oh boy!
And then you also holding the book saying, "Look, it says it here."
Can you read that, please?
Yes.
Can you read that?
Yeah, but Ezekiel chapter 6 says.
And that's the bit, the second video when he stood in the hall trying to apologize and whatever. The man went to scripture to try and back his thing.
I know, man.
What was that about? I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Obviously, he got a lot of flack.
Yeah, he must have got it.
For what he put.
Got it.
And then he felt he had to come and justify, and he's trying to say, "Oh, well, it's not me that says it; it's God said it."
Coming from this book
The
that's
Lord
written by
said
men.
it.
It's coming from this book that's written by men.
The
Listen,
man.
James,
That's like adding petrol on top of the fire, innit? Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's
And I
nuts.
think that made it even maybe a bit more contentious. And Miffy has put a good comment here in the chat, which says, sex is not a touchy subject. However, the use of biblical references when not everyone follows the Bible is touchy. That's going to be an issue. You know what I mean? So I don't think he helped himself by trying to moonwalk, as Tech would say, moonwalk out of it with that one. I don't think he helped himself, but clearly he suffered. I think he suffered a very strong backlash from that, and that's what led to the second video.
I think he got lash on the back of his legs.
I think his pitch was weak, man. His pitch was weak, not thinking there wasn't going to be a backlash about that. I think what it was is like his kind of, you know, before you go onto a program like that, he's probably told, like, yeah, be as controversial, be as outspoken as you want, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because it's good for ratings. And then probably hyped him up. He went on the program and he just mashed up himself. And then he got a load of flack on the interwebs. And then he's got a moonwalk. You know what I mean?
I think it was
with his far self.
I think it was probably part of a bigger conversation. What he was saying is probably something. There's something probably bigger around it, and I think he didn't address maybe what the problem is. maybe there are some women, and I'm not saying they're all, I'm just saying maybe he was trying to touch on, maybe there's some women that use sex as a weapon and they withhold sex for a reason. Maybe that's what he was trying to get to. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, from the excerpt, that wasn't inferred at all. You know what I mean? It was... Yeah,
I'm just trying to help a brother out.
Let that ship sink, brother. Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, stay away from that boat, brother. Because
let him go. Let him go.
Just disappear, just like that.
The picture comes back on and he's got arms around his neck. What are you talking about?
Kamsi says all women do that. All women
do what?
Weaponize the things. Yeah, man.
I think so. Weaponize the things.
I think so. I think it's highly likely that they do. One of their strongest weapon. And a bonus.
I'm just looking at some of the. Go on, Butch.
No. I'm reading Miffy's one. Is that what you were going for? I bet he didn't.
Yeah, expect a backlash because he would expect all the husbands to silence their wives. It's 2023. Husbands know not to silence their wives.
Ooh.
Okay. Big up Wiley Cat in the building. Good evening, Wiley Cat. Good to see you in the place. Good evening, Ayola. One Bagger One in the building as well. Good to see you in here as well. I think there's a couple of names as well that we haven't even formally said hi to. Miffy Moments, we haven't formally said hi to Miffy.
Wiley Cat.
Good evening. Yeah, I just said hi to Wiley Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, and anyone
hello
we've
to
missed.
Dizza.
Yeah, said hello to Dizza.
Yeah, man. Big up Dizza.
And anyone we've missed, please forgive us. You know, the names can be, the comments can be quite intense. Sometimes it's hard to catch up.
Ian, don't kill the thing, man.
What's
Ian.
it saying now?
Look.
I've now been banished.
New Year, you know.
I've now been banished out of the bedroom for laughing. I ain't getting nookie till the new year. So I will now need to be understanding.
You must read to her from the book of Gimme Tings.
Yes, that's what you need.
And
Saint
the Lord
Harbour Shark.
said,
The gospel according to Harbour
Lord
Shark.
said,
You know what I mean?
thou
You said
shalt give me the things.
Gospel according to Harbour Shark.
The gospel according to Hardick.
And
Thou
he saw that it was
shalt
good.
receive the package.
And be thankful that the package was delivered.
It was delivered. And leave a 5-star rating.
Oh dear.
All right, let's leave that one alone. I think let's leave that one alone. It is 6 minutes past 11. Unless anybody really wants to add anything to that, I think we should wrap it up and go and say some prayers for Ian Morlin.
Go find some holy water.
Oh boy! Speaking of holy water, I'm gonna tell you guys a story.
So,
a friend of mine came to visit me, and he had a relative with him, and the relative liked to go to churches, so he was over here from the States visiting, and he was saying how he's seen this church and he's seen that church, and he went into one church, and he's only seen it in the movies. So he went up to the bowl of water that's at the opening of the church, and he washed his hands in it.
Oh, hold on. He
came over here and washed his hands in the holy water. The one that they dip the children's head in and all of that.
The fun
one that
thing.
you're supposed to do this with.
Where's he from? Washington. Where from?
Mocha.
Oh, please don't tell me that's a true story. Please don't tell me that's
This is the real sound check. We only talk the truth.
Oh no.
So are they gonna like send that back to like flipping the Vatican or something now to go get re-blessed? How does that work? How does that work?
So everyone after him is blessing themselves with contaminated manhandle. Oh,
yeah, man, it's got like KFC grease and thing.
KFC, that's the first thing you think of. I don't know where his hands have been. Oh, mate.
Where did he even? What, did he try and dry his hands somewhere else as well?
On the priest's robe, he dried his hands.
No, you've gone too far now. You've gone too far, big.
That is bad. Like, massage his shoulders. Yeah, man, respect. So right.
Respect, brethren.
Yes, I. Come on. I can see it though. I can see it.
Give me some of them crackers and some wine. I'm thirsty.
Oh no.
Not holy bread, you know, crackers and wine.
I heard it's jumping all over here with horse dovers.
That's gets, man.
It was
straight
incredible.
gets.
Mate, all right, listen, fellas, let's wrap it up, man, before we descend any further. It's 9 minutes past 11. People, thank you all so much for coming.
Before we go,
sir. Yes, sir.
Tech, how was your weekend?
Crash the thing. Bye, everyone.